This is my 2001 Sea-Doo XP. We started having some throttle problems with it last year. Actually started to stick a little bit, and now when you apply it, it'll run wide open. We put some WD-40 and some different lithium down in that cable, and haven't been successful with that. So I bought a new cable. It's actually a split cable system. So in order to get to where we need to be with the cable, remove this housing. All the bolts for that housing were underneath, all down through here. Once the housing was removed, we had to disconnect all the gauges, and they are color-coded to be able to go back together. This is actually the cable that we'll be replacing that runs up through the steering column housing. I'll need to remove these other two bolts here, and then there's one more bolt up here. I just caution you, in playing with it before, there's a set screw underneath here that you do not want to completely remove. If you do only loosen that, there's a nut that will fall out, and it's a hard time to get back into that. So at this point, we'll go ahead and run that new cable and see what we come up with. Okay, we're putting things back together, and actually here in the throttle cable inside itself, there is this pin we have yet to put back in, but that'll hold your throttle cable inside here so it doesn't pop out and move back and forth. Of course, the throttle cable ran down through the housing, down through the middle here. It was difficult. Everything's so bunched up here and it's so tight. What I would recommend is threading or duct taping the old one to the new one to be able to get it to pull through there. But your other connections are here for the throttle. It does run back underneath to the carburetors on this side. We had to remove these vents, loosen up the oil container, slide it to the front, loosen up these vents here, pop them off so we could take the breather box and get it out of the way, because the one cable runs underneath here and you can't see it. And if you look at these, looking at these components here, this is a style that ran to the back, and you can't see what you're doing, but you have to be able to thread this back up underneath. Of course, you have to open up the carburetors, run this around the wheel blinded, and be able to insert that up in. The one up in the front's a lot easier. If you stick your head down there, you can see it, winds down around the wheel and back in. So other than that, if you look at it now, before when we hit our cable, it wouldn't close back, and now we're in business. Thanks for watching.